worry with the power of big tech, everything that you're saying right now, that we're getting closer and closer to Russia and China in the sense that we really don't have a free press. The big tech titans tried to skew and maybe succeeded in skewing the last presidential election. You think about the Hunter Biden laptop when we're talking about Twitter and Elon Musk trying to take it over. You know, the left is going crazy because they had control of Twitter in the last election, Congressman. Basically, when the New York Post started publishing information from Hunter Biden's laptop, which we now know is legitimate, the New York Times and others are admitting it years later, the New York Post was kicked off Twitter. And so Twitter and the big tech titans, they put their thumb on the scale.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And yeah, I still am scared because this is not over yet, right? And so right now, I mean, this Russia-Ukraine war, you just watch the mainstream media on all this, right? If you look at the greatest thinkers on this, and even the Pope came out, you know, Ukraine is not going to beat Russia, right? They might fend them off to a stalemate or whatever. And all of this, the administration's goals here are not clear. No one is stating what the goals are. And now we've ironically thrown Russia into the arms of China. They weren't. And through our misguided economic policies here with this war, now we're also throwing India into the hands of China. Not directly. India is not going to go that way totally. But in terms of dollarization and this kind of thing, we have thrown them that way. And so there's no countervailing power, right? The U.S. used to be we used to be the hegemon, the global hegemon that, you know, cleared the waves of the sea so everyone could trade freely and all that. Globalization is coming down. And so now the defenses of these oligarchs are going to go up. But the average person, what's this mean to the average person out there? If you're ever curious or you scratching your head as to who's running this thing, and the answer is it's the billionaire, it's the oligarchs. Even Xi Jinping in China is under threat. He overdid it by regulating and shutting down some of the billionaire class. And he got some feedback, right? And so even Xi Jinping, who you think is the all-powerful figure behind the CCP, right? Not the Chinese people. But even Xi Jinping is beholden to these oligarchs. They run everything that of consequence in our world. And our founding fathers never meant for this kind of monopoly power to rule a free market economy. Free market means small business, a lot of suppliers on the supply curve, a lot of demanders all duking it out on the demand curve. And they never had this total confluence of political power, business power, and government power all embedded at one time. And we have to break it up or our civilization will not survive.